Imagine this. It's an early autumn morning. You step outside, and all around you are piles of bright golden leaves, swirling in the wind. And you feel helpless. Have you ever been in that situation? I have. And I remember standing there, surrounded by a mountain of leaves, wondering how to clean it all up while also making use of this abundant natural resource. That moment was when I started learning how to compost dry leaves quickly. And trust me, once you understand how it works, everything becomes so much easier. A friend of mine once tried composting leaves the traditional way, just dumping them into a pile and leaving them for 6 months. After 3 months, the leaves were still almost intact, slightly softer, but far from becoming compost, and the smell was getting unpleasant. She felt discouraged and nearly gave up. Watching her struggle made me realize something. So many people are just like her, eager to compost, but frustrated by the long process, the effort required, and sometimes the loss of motivation. So what's the secret to speeding things up? After years of experimenting at home, I developed a method I call the microbial explosion. Essentially, it's a way to create the perfect environment for microorganisms to break down dry leaves, helping them work faster and produce rich organic compost in a fraction of the time. The recipe is simple but incredibly effective. You'll need dry yeast, sugar, molasses, and warm water. Specifically, mix 1 tablespoon of dry yeast with half a cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of molasses in 1 gallon, about 4 liters of warm water at around 86 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit, 30 to 35 degrees Celsius. Dissolve the sugar and molasses, sprinkle in the yeast, stir gently, and let it sit in a warm place for 30 to 60 minutes until it becomes foamy. At this point, the yeast has woken up and is ready to produce enzymes that break down cellulose and lignin in the leaves, making the decomposition process much faster than traditional composting. Next, prepare your leaves. You can rake them into a loose pile or spread them out. Then pour the yeast mixture over the leaves until they are moist, but not soaking. Adding a thin layer of soil on top helps retain moisture and introduces native microorganisms that support the breakdown process. Now imagine this. After just 1 to 2 days, the pile begins warming up. By the end of the first week, the leaves start softening and darkening. By week 3, you'll see rich, dark compost ready for your garden. It's a transformation that surprises everyone, from dry, tough leaves into black gold for your plants. But the magic doesn't stop at the recipe. One crucial step many people overlook is maintenance. The moisture level should feel like a wrung-out sponge. Too dry and microbes go dormant. Too wet and the pile begins to smell. You should also turn the pile every 3 to 4 days to introduce oxygen, helping the microorganisms work efficiently. This is where many composting attempts fail. People forget to turn the pile. It gets compacted, oxygen disappears, decomposition slows down, and unpleasant odors appear. Now, let's add a modern perspective. In the age of AI, composting at home no longer relies only on intuition. You can use AI-powered apps to monitor temperature, moisture levels, and the breakdown stage of your compost. AI can alert you when to add water, when to turn the pile, or when the compost is ready. This saves time, reduces guesswork, and improves results, making the whole process easier and more enjoyable. I've tried it myself, and combining real-world experience with technology significantly reduces the risk of failure and produces consistent, fast results. Why is this method so effective? When the yeast, sugar, and molasses create that microbial explosion, they instantly feed microorganisms, helping them produce enzymes that break down cellulose and lignin in the leaves. These enzymes break apart the tough leaf structure, allowing the composting process to move far more quickly. This is why dry leaves can become compost in just a few weeks, instead of 6 months or more. I remember one time after finishing a batch of leaf compost, I invited some friends over. They couldn't believe that the pile of dry yellow leaves they'd seen earlier had turned into dark, earthy, sweet-smelling compost in only 3 weeks. One friend asked, How on earth did you do it so fast?" I laughed and shared the simple recipe and maintenance tips. No one expected that. With just a few common household ingredients and a bit of technique, we could turn waste into valuable nutrients for plants. Even better, once you get into this habit, it not only helps your plants thrive, it also makes a real positive impact on the environment. It reduces yard waste, lowers emissions from transporting and processing organic material, and makes full use of natural resources right at home. And if you're planning to grow clean, homegrown vegetables, this is the best way to control the quality of your fertilizer, ensuring safe produce for your family. Here's another real-life example. My family composts leaves every year. Each fall, we collect fallen leaves, prepare the yeast mixture, and in just 3 to 4 weeks, we have organic compost for our vegetable garden. We save money on fertilizer, and our vegetables are fresher, stronger, and more flavorful. Over time, this became a fun family routine, helping our kids appreciate nature and understand the value of reducing household waste. Let me ask you this. If it only takes a few weeks to transform dry leaves into nutrient-rich compost, why let them pile up and go to waste? Have you ever felt regret throwing away something so valuable? This method also opens the door to integrating smart technology, like AI, to monitor and optimize the composting process. In the future, you might be able to manage your entire compost pile using just a phone app, tracking temperature, moisture, and decomposition stages, all with real-time alerts. It's the perfect combination of eco-friendly living and modern technology, an exciting direction for both Vietnam and the rest of the world. Before we wrap up, here's what I want to emphasize. The secret to fast composting isn't just in the recipe. It's in understanding the decomposition process, taking care of the pile properly, and using technology where it helps. When done right, composting becomes simple, fun, and inspiring. You'll no longer feel helpless staring at piles of dry leaves. Instead, you'll feel excited watching them transform day by day into rich, earthy compost for your garden. We've just explored how to turn dry leaves into nutrient-rich compost in just a few weeks. From the yeast sugar molasses mixture to maintaining moisture, turning the pile, and using AI, everything is aimed at helping you transform waste into valuable resources, while taking better care of your garden. Think about it. In just a few weeks, leaves that once seemed useless are transformed into dark, fertile compost ready to feed your plants. Not only does this save time and effort compared to traditional methods, it also brings long-term benefits, improving soil structure, helping plants retain moisture, supporting strong roots, and producing safer and healthier vegetables for your family. Even more importantly, you're helping reduce waste and protect the environment. I want to remind you that every small action, like composting leaves or taking care of your compost pile, creates a big impact on your garden, your family, and the world around you. Don't underestimate these simple steps. They help you live greener and turn everyday chores into meaningful, enjoyable experiences. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to subscribe to the Compost channel so we can continue exploring more ways to turn waste into valuable resources.
Growing a few pots of herbs on their
and
balcony,
discover smart,
but their
modern
kitchen
solutions
waste
for
held them
caring
back.
for your home garden.
Every 2
Let's
days,
fill
the
every
trash
day
bin
with green
stinks and we're
energy
fed up,
and
the
sustainable
husband told me.
inspiration.
So I asked them a question that I want to ask you today.